What's happening? What's up? I'm Oman. Welcome to the channel. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. What we're gonna talk a little bit about today is just my hair transplant journey that I had taken so far as in Istanbul, Turkey. I had the DHI procedure. I'm gonna give you a little bit of information as far as kind of what to expect, you know, how it went for me, and hopefully make this decision a little bit easier for you if you're making a decision or if you're going through a couple of things. Now, with this channel, I'm fairly new, so only thing I ask is I'm giving you some information. Just check out a couple of my videos. First, you're gonna see that I did get the Hollywood smile going. So if that's something you're considering, go ahead and tune over. Um, but also, I talk a lot about dating as well. So if you are on that dating scene, thinking about what's not working for me or whatnot, you're in a relationship. I can get a little deep on some things. I can be a little bit, you know, do women, how to get the best woman for you as far as trying to keep yourself, physically the best you can, mentally the best you can, trying to make sure that you got that personality together and you're not just focused on the exterior. Then check out the channel. All right, so let's go ahead and get started into this. First, I'm gonna let you know this was gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna introduce you to me, how I feel as far as my relationship with my hair, and then that can kind of help you decide if this something as far as my advice that you may want to consider. Um, some people may have a different relationship with their hair, and I think that's important because your advice, what I'm saying to you, may not mean something. So as far as my hair, um, as you can see, well, you can't really see, but I post a picture as well. Um, I've only really been thinning right here. But that bothered me at a young age. I did not like not having a tape line that was strong. I used to go get my hair taped twice a day. I mean, twice a week. By the time I was 22nd, 22, by the time I was 20, so with my hair, as you can see, these areas right here, or if you can't see really because it's drawn up, but that was the only areas that I was weak. Um, but it started to go early, about 22. At one point in time in my life, I'm getting my hair taped 2 times a week, either a tape up or a haircut. But when those areas went weak on me, I still had all my other hair that just wasn't strong. I just got rid of it, and that's been 20 years. I don't really care about it. Um, hasn't affected my dating. I feel like last couple years I've been on maybe 50, 60 dates. So man, that ain't who I am. My hair has never been it. So right now you're taking it from somebody who I don't care about my hair like that. But when I was checking on prices to get my teeth done, they said 900 euros, which is about $1,000. I'm over there, and then I start thinking, when I do go out, sometimes I got a date and I ain't get a chance to tighten my hair up, and maybe I hadn't got a haircut in maybe 2 or 3 days to lower it down to where I like it to be at, so you can see, the little spots in that area a little bit. Yeah, I did have that issue. I can fix that for $1,000. Yeah, I'll take that. Now, when I went into my, to get the work done, they talked me into, just different shampoos, different peels, different oils that's gonna make the procedure go better. I accepted. It went up to 1,500. Would I have done the procedure if they would have said 1,500, maybe 2,000 at the beginning? Not 2,000. I know that 1,500. I don't know. 1,000. I'm in Turkey. I got $1,000. Let's see what this come out with. Really was what I felt. So now you understand who you're working with as we go forward. So for day one, they're gonna give you what you need to do to prepare, what you shouldn't be doing, what you should be doing, what to anticipate. Follow the rules so you can make sure you have a smooth transaction. I'm done. We get into the doctor. The doctor, we draw my new hairline. So for me, first, have an idea of what you want your look to look like, and make sure that the doctor is paying attention to you. So with the doctor, he wanted to give me like real sharp V inside kind of cuts that would have made it go a little bit more in. I wanted it more boxy and kind of closer up. And he's telling me he's been doing this for years. He knows what's best as far as his look. I got you, but if I don't like it, my barber, if you're gonna give me extra hair, he can tighten that up, But I don't want you doing something that I don't want, and just because you think you know how to feel. So make sure you say your voice what you're gonna get. So, go in, we draw my hairline, this is what it's gonna end up being, right? So I'm being silly with that one. But they draw the hairline. After the hairline is drawn, we start the procedure, they numb everything up, and that numbing hurt. Oh man, every time they inject it into different sites. So I may have had maybe 7 or 8 injections. So all 7 of them hurt. So you expect that. So we go to the 7 injections. They kind of put it on the top of my head as well. Everything's numb. They start pulling and getting the grafts out of my donor area. We flip everything over so they can start the process. And I'm playing on my phone. I got my headphones on, listening to music or whatnot. So that first part really, nothing really to brag home about. It was smooth without any issues. So then they kind of start working on the hairline area. And I guess what I'm gonna tell you is anticipate, if your experience is like mine, anticipate pain, like serious pain. Like I didn't cry, but I had a single tear that came out. And maybe 25 seconds later, another single tear came out. So they weren't together. So I didn't cry, but it hurt. And I'm not gonna tell anybody it didn't hurt, because for me it hurt. And I talked to Buddy for the 10 hours I was telling you he had to get his procedures done. He said it hurt to the point of they had to give him some oxygen to catch his breath that last hour. You take that for what you want, but yeah, anticipate some pain. So day one goes through, we get the process done, hairline is drawn. Um, it takes some getting used to, because I haven't had that for a while. I was kind of happy about it, but I was a little bit more bothered because I'm in another country. I can understand my interpreter doing the procedures, but the doctor and everybody else in there really didn't have communication with them, so they had to keep calling my interpreter back. Um, so I wasn't really in the best of mood already. So that procedure, the pain that went through, I was happy to kind of get it, but day one I kind of went out with a salty feeling. So that's probably why I didn't even do the video day one. I knew I was gonna do it, but I wasn't really feeling it like that. That night, well, for day one, my head swole up. After about an hour or two in the room, man, all of that was swole. And so you go through the process, your whole head is swole up as far as me. And then they tell you it's gonna drain out. But when they tell you it's going to drain out, I wasn't anticipating how much drainage I had. I had a towel down because I seen another video. Um, bring you some towels because you don't want to be messing in people's, rooms up as far as the pillows and stuff. So bring your own things to kind of cover some things up. But I had a lot of drainage. A lot of drainage to the point of I had to go back to the clinic the second day to change out my bandage. And it was supposed to be one of my dental days, but I had to take care of this first. So I maybe should have got more bandages, but they want to make sure everything is healthy. So second day they go, they train, they change everything out. I wake up. Yeah, you right. You got it already. More blood, more plasma, whatever he said was gonna drain out, it was doing that. So what he said happening so far to that point, it was happening for me. So anticipate that. Anticipate that you are going to mess up some of your shirts if you're wearing them. Also, when you go get your your hair procedure, make sure you wear either a button down, probably a button down. Let me just leave it that, because they don't want anything to touch those grafts when for the next 2 weeks or so. So get used to wearing your button downs. Try not to, take anything as far as like a sweatshirt there. I wore one. They did not want me to put it back on. So I kind of went out with like a wife beater and a jacket or whatever. So just kind of anticipate that. Be ready to bring a lot of button down shirts. Make sure you have something that's going to stop the flow of the fluids that's going to come out of you. May not come that much, but for me, they came. So be prepared for that. But like I said, go through that process. Day two, I got some drainage. What happened from that point on is as my head is going down, I'm taking the medicine as they said, I can feel my face swelling. Um, and you know what's crazy is I seen some people say they face swole. The lady Marlo from Real House of Atlanta, her face swole. The picture I had to put, I knew I'm going to put it right here. That's my face. And at that point in time, I'm working on the dental, so I'm going in front of the dentist's office. My head is leaking. My face swelled up. Face swelled up to the point when the driver who I had been dealing with for the last two visits walked right past me. Of course, I got the mask over so he don't see the beard, but looking from just the eyes up, so he wasn't ready to see the hair, and my face was so deformed, he walked right past me. I thought he would say he was doing something else, so I waited 15 minutes because of that fact. So again, I'm not mad about the tape line, but you could tell from listening to my video a little bit that drainage didn't sit right with me. That pain didn't really sit right back with me so far. My face swelling up so far didn't sit back with me. But this is the process so far, right? Um, so you go through all of this after day 3 or 4 or 5, they're gonna give you your first wash. Um, for my procedure, they gave me, all the shampoo, the vitamins, everything I bought with the package, and just gave some information of how to take care of it going forward, how to do the washes on my own. They have a post operation team that reaches out for you. They want some before and afters, kind of for the warranty purposes. Make sure you're doing what you want to do. So that's why you can see these videos up until this point, which is day 7, because these are the last pictures I took. So they want your hairline to come in. It's a business. They trying to grow their business. There's a lot of different companies. They don't want you to fail. So, you're gonna get the best treatment they can give you, and you just have to follow what they want to do. So that's good to know that a company's working with you, and probably all the companies are like that because, like I said, it's big business. So they want you to succeed. So make sure you kind of are following what they tell you to do. Make sure that you are taking your medicines. This is something you've already invested in. You got to make sure you're gonna, you know, do what's requested because they want that to work for you. So, one, my face goes down, um, and I'm cool with that. But then the last couple of days, my donor area, it's itching. Everybody says that it's itching, but as I start to feel as well, I'm starting to get bumps, and I'm looking at the back of my head also, and it's discolored. So one thing I'm thinking, anybody behind me is gonna notice that. You don't expect to see that. You expect to see a 40-year-old black man with a low haircut. I'm back on that again, right? So I'm like, man, so I did all of this, right? For something that has never been an issue to create an issue where people looking at the back of my head, and I can't hit the gym right now because they don't want you really to sweat for the first 3 or 4 weeks. So maybe 3 to 6 weeks. No gym, which means I'm gonna lose a little muscle mass. And when I was walking in that door and you could tell, oh, he work out, he go to the gym, I'm gonna have to work that much harder 3 or 4 weeks from now. If it was 2,000, I would have paid for it, right? But that's what kind of where I stand at day 1 through 7, right? So I am going to go through this process. I don't invested into it, and I'm going to keep a accurate update. I'm gonna tell you what I think about it. I'm gonna tell you everything I'm doing. I'm gonna tell you, I'm reaching out right now. I've already reached out to my patient coordinator and after the care team about 5 or 6 times because man, y'all don't put me through this pain. I want what you promised me. So you're not going to get somebody who's just gonna give up on it. I'm just telling you where I stand at right now. So check back in with me. Get a couple of videos if you got some information you're trying to obtain. I'll probably do some of the things I wish I would have knew before. So if I've already posted that, check that out. But like I said, with the hair thing, I do want it to get to where it want to be, and I hope however long it takes that I'm sitting here just proud of the results. That's what I'm hoping for. So don't let the everything else that may sound negative fool you. So you are going to get my honest opinion. You're going to see me investing into it. Like I said, when they say $500 to try to help it out, I'm going to invest what it needs to be invested. I'm going to ask the questions. So, and I don't mind giving it to you. I just want you to watch a couple more of them other videos. But other than that, I don't mind giving it to you. So that's all I got for you for today. My head is itching. Yes, it is going to itch. It was itching earlier to the point of, I didn't know what I was gonna do. I was in pain. Not pain, but it's kind of itching right now. So anticipate that. But like I said, that's the end of the information for right now. I'm gonna make sure I give you some detailed, accurate information. Um, if you want, I got a little pictures of that I may have put up earlier in the video, just so you can see kind of what the progress looked like, some of what you may see. Seeing those hairlines is beautiful, but there's some things that come with it. So that's that for that.